What's up, guys? Kyokai1994 here, going to talk to you about anything, you guessed it, Dragon Ball, from Ball to Z and everything in between, and I am back again to talk to you guys about more things, you guessed it, Dragon Ball Super. So, today I have a special guest on the channel to talk about the downfall of our main character, Son Goku. Back again on the channel, the leader of the 4-inch army, MJ from MJXTV. What's up, man?
What's going on, Kyokai? Thank you for having me back on the channel. It's always a pleasure, man.
Oh, no problem. Anytime, anytime. But if you guys haven't already, which you would be crazy if you haven't, but I want you guys to go sub to MJ if you haven't. Hit the link in the description below to head over there and see some amazing Dragon Ball content, because it's always coming from that channel. But like I said in the intro, we're talking about the downfall of Goku. Now, it's not going to be something crazy. You know, we just like opening taglines around here. So, at least myself, I know MJ has a lot of thoughts on it, but I think it's been a while since Goku's been dead. And I mean like actually dead and in the other world or the other dimension or with King Kai or doing something crazy. And I think that might be what Super is lacking right now, because I think, if I remember right, we are hitting the longest time of Goku actually being alive in the series consistently. I know the hit thing can kind of draw that off or be wrong, but without that really counting, like, we are definitely at a huge span of episodes where he's been alive and not dead. So I think it's something that Dragon Ball Super needs to add for a little bit more character development, but I know MJ has a couple thoughts on this as well.
So, killing Goku off, that's a very creative way to get him out of the arc. Everyone thought Goku was going to stay dead during the Hit mini arc, because before we found out it was a mini arc, people were thinking it was going to be the next big arc. So people thought when Hit killed Goku that Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Vegeta were going to be the ones to go into Universe 6, track Hit down, find out who hired him and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that would have been awesome, honestly. That I really wanted to see that happen. I don't know how many people agree, but that would have been really interesting to see them actually have to go hunt down the assassin who, you know, took out Goku and see what happened, because that would have been like a really good dive into Hit's backstory, which I know everybody is freaking out to try to figure out.
Yeah, plus it's a cool way to get rid of Goku, but it's also a cool way to not make Goku look bad as well, because we already know Goku and Vegeta, they're just rivals. They're always going to be around the same level of strength. So the idea that Vegeta can go one-on-one against Hit in pure strength, that makes sense. Remember, they mentioned in the Universe 6 tournament that Goku was fighting a Hit with no assassination techniques, so it makes sense for Hit to come in and assassinate Goku because he wouldn't know those techniques, you know what I mean? It just makes sense. Get rid of him, and then you actually progress the arc with the other characters like Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, and with Hit, more backstory on Hit. But that's something that Super is lacking. You're correct. Toriyama, you can say what you want about the man, you know what I mean? You can say what you want about the original story, whether you like it or not. Back then, he was just a bit more creative, in my opinion, when it came to just fleshing things out. An example was in the beginning of Z, the second portion of the Dragon Ball story. What did he do? Killed off Goku, made the story about Gohan, and in the anime really made the story about Gohan with a lot of filler episodes focused about Gohan, even filler dedicated to Vegeta and Nappa, like going to Planet Arlia. So there was some cool...
One of my favorite filler arcs, definitely.
Yeah, and then at the end when Vegeta blows up the planet, man, Alpha. That's Alpha.
No, Super Alpha.
Super Alpha. And it's cool because you get Goku out of the picture. Yeah, we get some little things where he's running on Snake Way and he's doing that stuff, but he doesn't really feel like a main part of the story. The story feels more focused around Piccolo and Gohan, especially Gohan, and of course Vegeta and Nappa, specifically Vegeta. So again, they kind of wrote hhim out. Then you get into the Namek arc. Again, Goku's kind of written out for like half of that arc because he's either in the hospital bed or he's on his way training in the gravity room. And then he gets written out again because he gets put inside the healing chamber, you know what I mean? So Toriyama always found ways, whether you agree with him or not, to write Goku, the main character, out of the story. Super hasn't really done that. The only time I can think of, Kyokai, that Goku's actually been out of the story was the Saiyaman arc, right, with Gohan. I don't remember him at all.
I mean, the only thing is, like, even with those little slice of life episodes, Like, you could literally take it as the same day that other events are happening because they don't specify time jumps like that. Like, obviously, it's just slice of life.
Yeah.
So, him doing the Saiyaman movie in Super, like, that could be the same day that I can't think of any filler small with Goku, like what you're saying, but they could be doing something on the other side of town. We would have never known. It wasn't that big of a deal. They went and saw the movie later. That was the only time I saw him. There you go. When they went and actually saw the finished movie.
Exactly. So 2-episode little mini Saiyaman arc. Goku was out of it except for the end of it. That's fine. And that was cool. In fact, I think people will even praise those episodes because of the way Gohan was with Satan and Barry Khan and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So you can do that stuff. People do care. I mean, at least the Western audience. I can't speak for the Japanese audience. I don't have the ratings, but at least the Western audience and the YouTube reviews and all that stuff, people cared about the side characters, Videl, Barry, Gohan, Satan, kind of getting that rub, you know what I mean? Getting some time to shine. I like that. It's cool. We need more of that.
Yeah, that's why I think my side stories do so well. And like why I honestly enjoy doing them so much is because I'm always talking about like character depth, and that's always what I want to see, especially to like make the longevity of the series, because I mean, I feel old, but I'm still young relatively, so I would like to see this, continue on until, I don't know, they stop making it, because I'm not going to stop enjoying it. I have a very biased thing from most of the community where I honestly enjoy things and probably overlook plot holes and things like that just for the fact of like I love Dragon Ball so much. So like I know that anything Dragon Ball is going to make me happy, but I personally would want them again to take out Goku from right now for the fact of I want to see, and like I've said in a recent video, I want to see Vegeta travel to Planet Sadal. And I know that you want to see that as well, MJ. And I know there could be so much character development with Vegeta. And me personally being such a lover of the Vegeta side of the Saiyans, that would just astonish me and make me ever so happy. Because an actual arc, I don't mean like 1 or 2 episodes, I mean like a 12, 13 episode arc of just diving into Vegeta, what he believes like his heritage and his ancestry is, and just him connecting with that even more. Just I don't know, that makes me ecstatic personally.
No, yeah, definitely. I think everyone wants to kind of see an arc where we go to a planet that's full of Saiyajins, you know what I mean? Well, who knows? Next year we have that new movie coming out, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, we have the 20th film coming out. That's going to be about the origin of the science, but obviously that's not going to be about the Universe 6 science. So going back to Planet Sadal, it would be cool to get an arc dedicated to that, to where we actually see an actual Saiyan King. You know what I mean? That's dope. We saw bits of King Vegeta in filler, flashbacks, and specials, but it would be cool to actually see a real King that's alive and well. Of course, if they get wished back, they were erased, but if they get wished back, it would be cool to see that, see the interaction between the King and Vegeta, see the interactions between Kaba and Vegeta. And we got a lot of Caulifla and Kel with Goku and the Tournament of Power, so it would be cool to get Vegeta's interaction with Caulifla and get his take on her potential and her power, you know what I mean, and see how he interacts with that and how he adapts to that, and maybe we can get some cool sparring sessions, and who knows, maybe they can create a cool villain and we could have the Saiyans band together to defeat them. And I think it makes more sense for Vegeta to be there more so than Goku, because Goku is more just like, I'm an Earthling, I'm a Saiyan raised on Earth. I don't think he really cares too much, you know what I mean, to go and find these people. And plus, especially if this arc takes place, I saw something, even if they don't kill off Goku, it could be cool that a way they write off Goku is that if the next arc is past End of Z, they could say Goku's just training with Oob.
Yeah.
So that's a cool way to write him and get him out of the picture, at least for a mini arc, you know what I mean?
Another thing that I'm so ready to see is them do the EOZ. I'm going to go off on a little tangent. Like, I really don't think that after the EOZ they should continue the Dragon Ball Super banner. Like I say a lot, I really feel that they should change it and make it something else. But I would not be upset if they literally continued it the week after Super was done. It was just a new franchise. But I am honestly super ready for them to show the EOZ. And honestly, I do want to see the final battle. I don't want them just to, like, you know, like the actual, like, first battle. I said final, but the actual first battle of him and Oob, I would like to see that kind of in the super animation style. Well, I say animation, the super art style would be honestly kind of a fresh take, and it would be a cool way to, like, transcend the show and, like, move past it.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Plus, if I remember correctly, I think GT in Japan started like a month after Z ended, or like 3 weeks after Z ended. So they can definitely do something where you have the show and you do, or I guess reanimate or redo the Goku versus Oob fight, their first meeting. You know what I mean? Kind of mix it and blend it in with both styles. I think that'd be kind of cool. Flashbacks plus new reanimated stuff. Then 3 weeks later, you know, skip over and then we have the new debut series. I think that'd be kind of cool. That'd be a cool way to kind of segue stuff into.
I think they did with Ball to Z. I think it was a week, if not 2 weeks as well. So I mean, they're always trying to continue it, and we all watch it off Crunchyroll, so we get to see it on Saturdays when they get to see it. So it's fun like that. But those were kind of our thoughts, unless you have any more, MJ. But those were mainly my thoughts on why we think they should introduce Goku's death sometime in the near future for Super. I definitely think it would be a cool way to establish some character development with the rest of the characters in Super, and I also feel like it'd be something interesting to have happen right before we hit the E of Z and get the Oob fight that I know everybody's looking forward to. But were there any last thoughts you had, MJ?
No, I completely agree with you. And even if it's not killing him off, they could at least come up with some creative ways to write him out.
No, most definitely. So instead of trying to erase him from everything, we're gonna, I guess, keep him in the background. But if you guys enjoyed the video, I want you to like it. I definitely want you guys to let us know your thoughts of what you want to see happen during Goku's death. If you want to see it happen in Super, down in the comment section below. I know both myself and MJ will be looking through those later in time. I want you guys to subscribe to MJ's channel if you haven't already. Like I said, you're crazy if you haven't. There's great content coming from that channel all the time. If you haven't subbed to this channel either, I would very much appreciate if you'd go down there, hit my subscription button. You'll check out more videos like this. I'm back on my weekly schedule now that I've shifted over from jobs. So everything is going solid and we are back on the run. I want you guys to have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.